So first things first, I need to build my shelter. So I'm gonna use this stretch of beach out in front of me here. It's got good proximity to the water. It's got this nice berm beside it here. The wind's supposed to come from that direction tonight. So I'm hoping that that nice berm just helps with the wind a little bit more. And then in terms of my shelter, I'm gonna use a tent, or not a tent, a tarp. Words are tough. And I'm gonna put the tarp up. I've gotta find a pole. I can use my tripod if I need to, but that's kind of a last resort. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna try to find a pole or a piece of wood that I can put up with my tarp just to hold everything steady for the night, because it is supposed to storm. You can kind of see across the lake. It's just starting to get a little bit dark. So I wanna be well prepared, get this shelter up immediately, and that way I can just enjoy the evening and do some fishing once it's all up. So let's rock and roll. There we go. So I did forget my saw. So I've got an older fold-up saw that I use for these kind of trips. But if you guys have any recommendations for a good camp saw, it's got to be fairly lightweight, easily packable. Please drop those down in the comments, because as you can see, I'm out of breath from using this little hatchet. So anything's appreciated. So now that I've got my piece of wood cut, I'm going to lay down this tarp and I'm going to build kind of an A-frame looking shelter. So to do that, what I'm going to have to do is stake down the two edges. So one side of the tarp I'll stake down. I just have to build out some stakes. So let's cut some more wood. So this little piece here should work pretty good for two of them. So I'm going to break it in half, and then I'm going to use this to stake down the outside edges of my tarp, and then I'll fold it up over the middle, make my A-frame, and then I'll put the rest of the shelter together. Take down this outside corner, roughly where I want it. So now what I'll do is I'll stake down the back in a couple spots here, and then I'll bring my A-frame up, and that'll give me my sleeping quarters underneath the tent. I just need another stick. So I was just gonna put my stick in, and I realized I did something really stupid. I put the tent the wrong direction. I wanted the big side, so it's a 12 by 10 tent or tarp, and I wanted the 12-foot side facing this way, because the wind is going to likely come from that direction or that direction tonight, and I want to have my opening on this edge. So I'm going to have to pull my one stake or a couple stakes, just rotate the tent or the tarp this way. I don't know why I keep calling it a tent. It's not, but it will be. There, so now my opening is going to be facing that direction. So now I can put my stick under the middle and bring the tarp up. First I have to dig a little bit of a hole as soon as I figure out where I want it. That looks pretty good. And then what I'll do is I'll actually attach a paracord to this and bring it out down into this area somewhere, and and that's gonna hold everything tight together. Here, got some paracord here. Unwrap this, and I should just be able to put this around my stick and pull it tight. And then it'll keep everything up in the air. Got my paracord a couple times, and I'll just pull it nice and tight like this. Forgot the most important part. I need a stake for this one as well, so I'm going to try to do that without dropping down this tent. Didn't work. I really want this one tight, or else this thing's going to come down on me in the middle of the night, so tighten it right up. I'm going to dig a bit of a hole here so that this stick has even less chance of moving. Perfect. There. That is how you make the A-frame tarp shelter. Super easy. Takes 20-30 minutes of setup, and it's going to be very comfortable. Well, now camp's all done, so you might as well do a little fishing. See how this goes. There we go. Fishing rod is put together. Let's go catch a fish, or try. No luck fishing. I tried for probably 25-30 minutes. Didn't even get a bite. So it's getting late. Let's make some supper. I'm hungry. So for dinner tonight, we're going super gourmet. Beef stroganoff with noodles. Oh yeah. So I got this stove last time. I showed you guys in that review video, but I really like it. I actually got a chance to use it again last weekend on a fishing trip, and it's been awesome. So I'll show you again how it works and how fast you can boil water to cook up our beef stroganoff with noodles. It comes in this bag, unpack it, and then the lid itself and the handle actually lock up. So there's a little thing here, you just pull it off, and you just bring this up, clicks down into place just like that. Super sturdy. Pop the lid off, put that somewhere safe. And then there is this other attachment, which I haven't used yet, but I guess you can use it. And there's actually you put a pan or pot or whatever you want on this, and that actually goes on the stove too. So screw this on, make sure the valve is closed. Seagull's hungry too. Screw this on, just watch you don't blast yourself in the face with it. There we go, nice and tight. And then there also in the package, there's this little attachment that allows you to actually just prop up the fuel container. So you clip this out like this, folds up really nice out of the way, and then that'll actually sit on the bottom of the fuel container, just like that. Clips into place just like that. So, and then you can just put that on the ground like that, and it's super sturdy, ready to rock and roll. So do that, and then to ignite this thing, all you have to do is turn your valve on just a little bit, click your ignition button, and it also has a little indicator inside there, which is really nice, so you can actually see how many liters you're putting in. So for this one, I've got 385 milliliters of water I need, so I'm going to fill it up just about there. So 1/4 cup, 1/2 cup, or 1/4 liter, 1/2 liter, 3/4, and 1 liter. Fill it up just a little bit more. Just like that. So you always get sand everywhere. So I'm gonna try my best not to get sand in this, but it's gonna be pretty darn impossible. The water all over my face when I chugged. Now it looks like my water might be boiling. Yep, sure is. It's hot. Bring that down. And that was quick. That's probably, I don't know, a couple minutes. Almost burnt myself. Be careful pulling these lids off. Open that. I guess this is all you have to do. Just lost a noodle. And just dump the water in. Just like this. Yummy. See how this is. Looks pretty good actually. Smells really good. So I guess we'll see. Usually they, when you cook these, they end up having a couple of crunchy noodles in them or something. So, hot. It's actually pretty good. Hits the spot. Yeah, it was a big day. It's getting late too. It's like 9:30 already, and it's still pretty light. So I'm probably gonna hit the sack after this. But yeah, what a great day. Had a lot of fun building the shelter. It's my first time doing the shelter here. I have done the shelter in the past before, just on personal camping trips, but yeah, it's a super easy one to make. I'd highly recommend doing it. It helps when you have a bit more solid ground or longer stakes. So if you are doing it on a beach like this, I would highly suggest doing like actual tent pegs or bringing tent pegs. And I think it would hold in the sand that much better. So, but anyway, I think it'll be really nice tonight. Looking forward to it. Oh man, that was good. But yeah, I'm super full, super tired. It was a long day. So had a lot of fun building the shelter. So it's like 9:45 or something at night, and it's still super light out, which is crazy. We get so much daylight here in northern Saskatchewan. So anyway, I'm gonna crawl into the makeshift tent. So we'll see how that goes tonight. I will report back in the morning. Well, I've got good news and I've got bad news. Good news is that I survived the night. Bad news is that it is currently like 6:30 in the morning, 6:20 in the morning, and I had a dead camera last night. So I couldn't film anything after I went to bed. The camera died sometime overnight. I don't know if I didn't shut it off. I don't know what happened, but unfortunately I wasn't able to finish up the rest of the video this morning, which really just entailed me packing up, putting the tarp and stuff away, and walking back to the vehicle. So overall, I hope you enjoyed the video. I actually had a pretty good night overall. Slept pretty good, fairly comfortable. Rained a little bit, which kind of sucked, but and it got a little bit windy, but overall, pretty good experience. I'll definitely be doing it again. So thanks for watching. Stay tuned for the next one.